What if I told you that in a crater on Mars, billions of miles from where you're sitting right now, NASA's Perseverance Rover may have just stumbled upon something that changes everything? Not a rock, not a mineral deposit, but the chemical fingerprint of life itself. For the first time in human history, we might be looking at evidence that we are not alone in the universe.
So this very well could be the clearest sign of life that we've ever found on Mars.
And the strange part? NASA isn't celebrating yet. They're nervous. Because if this is real, if what they found is what they think it is, then every assumption we've ever made about life, about Earth, about our cosmic uniqueness gets rewritten. So what exactly did they find? And why are scientists both thrilled and terrified to say the words out loud? For over 60 years, humanity has been obsessed with one question: are we alone? Mars has always been at the center of that obsession. It's our closest neighbor, a frozen desert world that was once warm, wet, and possibly teeming with life. NASA has sent rover after rover to comb its surface: Spirit and Opportunity, Curiosity, Insight, and now Perseverance, the most sophisticated robot we've ever placed on another planet. Every mission has been building toward one singular goal: find proof that life once existed on Mars. And now, in the dusty basin of Jezero Crater, a place that used to be an ancient lake, Perseverance has uncovered something that scientists around the world are holding their breath. Let's talk about what was actually found. In the summer of 2024, Perseverance drilled into a reddish rock formation near the delta of Jezero Crater. This wasn't just any rock. It was sedimentary, formed from layers of ancient mud and minerals that settled at the bottom of a lake over 3 billion years ago. Inside that rock, the rover's instruments detected something extraordinary: organic molecules. Now, before you get too excited, organic molecules don't automatically mean life. They're just carbon-based compounds, and they can form naturally through volcanic activity or meteor impacts. But here's where it gets interesting. These weren't just any organics. They were aromatic compounds, complex ring-shaped molecules found alongside patterns of nitrogen and sulfur that on Earth are almost always associated with biological processes. But that's not all. Perseverance also detected something else in the same rock sample: microscopic tube-like structures embedded in the mineral layers. Under the rover's high-resolution camera and spectrometer, these structures showed a texture and curvature that's eerily similar to fossilized microbial mats found in ancient Earth rocks. On Earth, this exact formation is left behind by bacteria that lived in shallow water billions of years ago. Then there's the methane. For years, NASA's Curiosity rover detected mysterious bursts of methane gas in Mars's atmosphere, levels that spiked and then disappeared without explanation. Methane on Earth is produced by two things: geological activity or living organisms. On Mars, there's no active volcanism. So where is it coming from? The new findings suggest that some of this methane could be seeping out from subsurface reservoirs, possibly linked to microbial life buried deep beneath the Martian crust, metabolizing in pockets of liquid water that we now know exist underground. NASA scientists were stunned. The combination of organics, fossilized structures, and methane creates what scientists call a biosignature trifecta. Individually, each piece of evidence could have a non-biological explanation, but together, the odds start shifting, and that's what makes this so tantalizing. But here's the problem. NASA's been burned before. In 1996, scientists announced they had found evidence of ancient Martian life in a meteorite called ALH84001. The world went wild. President Clinton gave a speech. Then other scientists took a closer look and realized those structures could have formed without life. The announcement was quietly walked back, and NASA learned a painful lesson. Extraordinary claims require extraordinary proof. So right now, the agency is proceeding with extreme caution. Yes, the findings are exciting. Yes, they look biological. But there are alternative explanations. Those tube-like structures, they could be mineral formations caused by water flow. The organic molecules, they might have been delivered by ancient meteorites. The methane? Possibly the result of chemical reactions between water and volcanic rock deep underground. NASA knows this. Without bringing those samples back to Earth, without analyzing them in a full lab with every tool we have, they can't say for certain that this is life. That's why the Mars sample return mission is now more critical than ever. Perseverance has already sealed a dozen rock samples into tubes, ready to be picked up by a future mission and flown back to Earth by the early 2030s. Only then, in laboratories across the world, will scientists be able to determine once and for all whether we've found the remnants of an alien biosphere. So where does that leave us? Standing on the edge of the greatest discovery in human history, waiting for confirmation? But even if NASA remains cautious, even if they won't say the word life just yet, the implications are staggering. If life arose on Mars independently from Earth, that means life isn't rare. It means that wherever there's water, wherever there's chemistry and time, life finds a way. And if that's true, then we're not looking at a universe with two planets that host life. We're looking at a universe teeming with it. Think about that for a moment. Mars is a frozen wasteland now, a graveyard of ancient rivers and lakes. But once, maybe 4 billion years ago, it was alive. Microbes swimming in warm pools, bacteria clinging to rocks in shallow streams. And then slowly Mars lost its magnetic field, its atmosphere bleeded away, and everything died. But the evidence remained, buried under dust, waiting for us to arrive, waiting for Perseverance to drill into the right rock at the right time and uncover the truth. We're so close now, closer than we've ever been. And whether the final answer comes next year or in 10 years, one thing is certain. The question is no longer if we'll find life beyond Earth. It's when. And if life began on Mars billions of years ago, in the same cosmic neighborhood as us, then what does that say about our place in the universe? Maybe we were never meant to be alone. Maybe life is the rule, not the exception. And maybe, just maybe, we're about to find out.